What are goalies thinking about on the ice? We may never truly know, but what should goalies think about on the ice? That's a good question and one we'll answer in this video. A goalie has 1,000 thoughts in a game. Will I play well? What if I let in a goal in this last minute? What am I having to eat after the game? I'm willing to bet that the better the goalie, the more likely they are able to control their thoughts and use them in a positive way, even shutting out their thoughts when necessary. This is where things like meditation can help. The practice of meditation has many benefits, and one of them is the ability to have more power over our thoughts. A goalie with a meditation habit is better able to observe a negative thought and let it pass by without letting it affect them. But that's a topic for another day. In this video, we'll talk about what goalies should be thinking about on the ice. Now, we need to break this down into certain parts of the game and different aspects of playing. My most important belief on this topic is that during a game, goalies should think less. A hockey game should be instinctual. The idea is that the hours and hours of practice where you think hard about what you're doing should give your brain and body the training you need so that when you go on the ice for a game, you just play. This is what has been described as the flow state, a term coined by Hungarian-American psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. I think I pronounced that right. Great athletes often can't explain why they do what they do in the moment. It just comes naturally to them. They can maybe analyze it after the game, but while they're playing the game, they're just living in the moment. As a goalie, you don't want to be thinking, okay, now I need to drop my pad and slide against the post, making sure the bridge of my pad is against the post. Now I lean, making sure I don't leave a gap between me and the post. You see what I mean? I just described getting into the RVH, but if you think about it that way in a game, you're lost in the sauce. Do it that way when you're learning, sure, go slowly, step by step, but in a game, play with instinct, the instinct that you develop in practice. I talk a lot on my Instagram account about cues and things to think about when you're playing, things like gloves up, watch the puck, and relax your hands. I think these are important, but you shouldn't be thinking about them while you play a game. Instead, think about them in practice, and then in a game, just be free and play. At most, you can think about one cue, but no more than that. The best hockey you're going to play when you're in that flow state is when you're only thinking about the game. The next thing I want to address is what to do about negative thoughts, and these are completely normal, by the way. Every goalie at one time or another will worry about letting in a goal. They'll think negatively about a goal they already let in. They'll be worried about a breakaway, or they'll start thinking about the fact that they have a shutout and that just thinking about it will jinx them. The solution for handling these thoughts is to let them come into your head without judging them. You are not your thoughts. This is an important aspect of meditation and why more goalies should meditate, because you learn to let thoughts come in and out of your head without judgment. Basically, thoughts will happen. Who cares? Let them pass by, good or bad, without worrying about them. Let's say a negative thought comes in. Who cares? It's normal, it will go away, and a new thought will come to replace it. Ideally, we don't want to be thinking about too much during a game, but it's more important to not stress about random thoughts. Now, what do we consciously want to think about on the ice? In my opinion, thoughts on the ice during a game should be situational. We should always be scanning the ice for information. Can you see if the ref raises their arm indicating a penalty, meaning you have to skate to the bench so your team can get an extra attacker, or is a penalty on your team? Can you see an open player in the slot? Are you noticing something about the other team's goalie that you can share with your teammates at a whistle? Think about the game in front of you. Look for patterns, look for information. And finally, try to think in a good way about yourself. Talk to yourself if you need to. Be your own hype person. Tell yourself how great you are, how you were born to be a goalie, how you're a champion. Be as arrogant as you want because you're just talking to yourself. Our self-talk influences our thoughts and beliefs about ourselves. This could be a topic for another video, but just remember this. Say good things to yourself about yourself. Make yourself feel good, especially during a game. So to summarize this video, what do goalies think about? The answer is who knows? We all think about different things. It's my opinion that a great ability for a goalie to have is the ability to relax when necessary. When the period ends or there's a whistle, joke around, laugh, have fun with your teammates, think about something that puts you in a good mood, think about something not even related to hockey. Doing this will allow you to save your focus for when you really need it during the game. So what should goalies think about? Think about information, think about what you see on the ice, think about things that can help your team, and think positively. And ironically, after making this whole video about thinking, don't worry so much about what you think about on the ice. It's completely normal to have negative and self-defeating thoughts sometimes, so just don't let them bother you. To improve the way you think on the ice, my 3-step secret is meditation, affirmations, and visualization. I will expand on these in a future video because it's a bigger topic and one that I want to address directly, but these 3 things are like weight training for the brain. Do these regularly to build a stronger mental game. Thank you for watching. Comment below what you think about during a hockey game, and make sure you go to our website in the description below for our training programs and our clothing line. Please like the video, and I will see you in the next one.